We just found unbelievable locations that we could shoot in and then, at times, augment digitally, but at least we were in real places and the actors had, real things to interact with and real environments that were, immersive.
Francis, 8 years since the last Hunger Games movie, and I feel like it's been 8 years too long. I loved this movie.
Oh, thanks.
How excited were you to dive back into the world of the Hunger Games, and what excited you the most about exploring the lore of what we see some here in the prequel?
I was really excited. I have to say, when we finished Mockingjay, there were no plans for other books. Everybody sort of thought they were done. And then Suzanne surprised us in 2019 saying, hey guys, guess what? I'm almost done with the book. I was like, wow, okay. I think because Nina and I had both gone off and done some other things, the idea of going back into the world of the Hunger Games was super, super exciting. And then even more so when we read it and saw that it's a very different kind of story, that it's an origin story of Snow, that there's this musical element, that it's almost a period piece to the others, that we could create, new games, a new version of the city, the capital. And also because what Suzanne did so brilliantly is sort of show the origins of lots of things we're familiar with, the origins of the hanging tree, seeing the hanging tree, hints at, the origins of Katniss and Snow's relationship to District 12 and to Katniss and, Tigress and her relationship to Snow and so many things. So super, super fulfilling and fun and really exciting.
I'm holding out hope this isn't the end, by the way, because I hope that there's still more to come.
I'm hoping there's more to come too, but that's all dependent on Suzanne. Yeah, we've always said it comes from Suzanne first and then we're in.
Now, how important was it for you in the casting process to find somebody that audiences could empathize with, but also believe that they're going to go down this villainous path in the future?
It's very important, but I think honestly that was more of a concern in the adaptation of the book to the screenplay, to make sure that we got the characterization right and the plotting of the character right and the character journey right. So we set him up so that a character will root for him, be behind him, but leave the sort of trail of breadcrumbs and understand that he still has this need for ambition, the need for power, the need for greed, right? So when he does go dark, which I think people find very satisfying, it feels believable and honest and truthful.
It absolutely does. Now, can you talk to me about the challenges of making a period piece within the world of Panem? Because you used practical locations for this for the most part, right?
I found it less challenging and more fun, quite honestly. I think, I wanted to shoot in as many real places as possible, and I worked with production designer Uli Hanisch, who's a German-based production designer, and we wanted to research where we could find the best kinds of locations for all of this. And our reference was sort of Reconstruction era Berlin, so around 45, 46, right after World War II. So we ended up shooting primarily in Berlin because of that, and I had some experience shooting there. He's based there. We found a perfect arena in Poland, and so we just found unbelievable locations that we could shoot in and then, at times, augment digitally, but at least we were in real places and the actors had, real things to interact with and real environments that were, immersive.
Right. I love the character Lucy Gray, and I think Rachel Zegler can do anything. What did she bring to the role that wasn't on the page?
Well, I think she brought a lot of what we needed that was on the page, which is the, all the different facets that we needed for Lucy Gray. Lucy Gray is very different than Katniss Everdeen. She's a performer, she's charismatic, she's, sort of effervescent, she's a little mysterious, a little mercurial. She knows how to manipulate. She's more of a flirter. She's an extrovert. Katniss and her are both survivors and both smart. They just sort of approach it differently. So she was able to do all that. And then, there's a big music element to this movie. And, she has a phenomenal voice. And so that is something that she really brought with her that was unbelievable to listen to every day. And she sang live on set. She was not lip syncing to pre-records or anything.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, every scene you see her sing in the movie, she sang live.
Oh, that's incredible. Now, I know that you're a fan of this franchise just like I am. So in your own opinion, if there was a prequel or a sequel, where would you like to see that take place? And do you have a character that you'd like to see it kind of focus on? Just as a fan.
No, I know. It's funny because what I really like about these is that Suzanne always writes kind of from theme, right? She picks a theme that she wants to write about and then figures out the characters and the moments and the place within, the world that she wants to tell the story. And that I really appreciate. And without that, I don't know. It just starts to feel sort of superficial to me. And so for me, I always look for Suzanne to find that thing that she has something to say about and then build the story around it. And that's kind of what she did here and why we waited for her to come up with a book.
Yeah, I actually think this film also does a fantastic job of introducing audiences to this world without knowing anything else about it. And you can just dive right in. I think it does a great job at that.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I mean, we did design it in a way that it could stand alone, that you didn't have to read the first books. Right. See the first movies. You could come in and just meet these characters and experience this movie, and it be a satisfying experience.
Yeah, surprisingly, like it's seamless. But Francis, thank you so much for your time. This was an incredible film. Thank you. I really appreciate it.